After we tallied up the scores, we came up with an average rating of a 6.
Second highest. Moving on to the next. Jet Li's Fearless. Jet Li stars a China man who taught himself to fight, defend his country, and fighting for his country.
Man, I'm telling y'all that movie was gonna be good. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, for it to be Jet Li's last martial arts film, I would have expected a lot more. My expectations were here, and he pulled my shit right down here. Jet Li, man, you let me down. I was riding with you in the last episode. This was my personal pick, and you let me down. How could you do this to me?
I really thought that this movie could have came with a lot more subtitles, and I did not get along because I cannot pay attention to the action, and the words going at the bottom. It's very hard to go up and down, up and down, up and down, and I just gave up. Sooner or later, I basically fell asleep in the movie. It was boring to me.
And he's not lying. I was sitting next to him. The man was smart.
I was trying to hang with you, Jet Li, but all the reading,
we really couldn't do it.
You know what? I love Jet Li. I hate his movies. I don't like him. He's a fantastic martial artist, but I do not like his movies.
What I can say, I don't think it was a director. I mean, whether you're American or Asian, doesn't really matter about the director. You just need to get better scripts, honestly. Because there was like a good 45 minutes of that movie that really didn't need to be there. It was very ridiculous.
No, I kind of enjoyed this movie because it had a story. I like the story. I like the Protector did not have a story. This one had a story. They weren't fighting for no reason.
That's right. He wasn't fighting for no reason, but there's parts of the story that were very unnecessary, and you could have probably cut out.
Like what?
The whole thing,
the
rice paddy field he was working in. I mean, he went from being a master in his house to working in a rice paddy for so odd many years. And
that's what I didn't like, because you didn't know how many years he was in that.
It needed to keep you at where the time was, and it really wasn't doing that. It was going back and forth with the times. I mean, it started off, what, 1910, 1907, 1908,
Don't give no dates.
Back in 1905. It just went back and forth the entire movie. It's like, why would you do something like that? It's very unnecessary. I would have expected more of that voiceovers, and I hate voiceovers.
I already knew it was going to have subtitles. I already knew.
oh yeah, speaking of which, speaking of which, you know, you did win, my bad. You know,
I already knew.
Your little $2 here.
I collect on the Boyz.
Shut up.
And the ending was, I think, was horrible.
Horrible ending.
Horrible. I can't believe that people were in that movie jam-packed like so.
You know what got him in there? No, got him in
the previews.
No. What's up? Jet Li's final epic martial arts picture. Boom. Oh, I want to see that.
You know, if it's gonna be his last movie in America or period, it needs to be in English.
It ain't his last movie. I know you're coming back there.
You coming back. Well, let's cut it short. Let's get to these ratings.
He's gonna do it with Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, right. Let's get to these ratings.
I'm trying to get his career back.
He'll be right back.
Out. Stay tuned.
Alright, even though this was my personal pick of the week, I gave it a 4. Action was great. We got one higher than Protector just because it had a story. I'm sorry, Jet Li, for that to be your last movie, which I really don't believe it is, but just in case it was, please control it.
Okay. Simple 3. I fell asleep.
I get a 5. Y'all niggas sleeping too. Man, it was disappointing. I keep it out sleep in the movie. That shit was bullshit. And you know better than that, man. So I paid $9 to see a movie. I want to at least be awake watching that shit, not be asleep.
Alright, I came in this movie, I already knew what I was gonna get. So, you get the 7. I like the action, I like the story, even though it lost me in the middle. But I respect any movie that has a story, and the story I like, so it gets a 7. It wasn't a bad movie, it wasn't a great movie. It was a 7.
After we tallied up all the scores, we came up with a total of an average of 4.7.
That's low. Hopefully next week will be better when we go check out School for Scandals starring Billy Bob and Napoleon Dynamite. Should be fun.
Ben Stiller.
Oh yeah, Ben Stiller. Parents. But you know, time for us to sign out. Stay tuned for next week's episode, alright?
Okay, see out.
Holla at us.
I'll be easy, alright?
Hit us up.
Easy. Beat.
Give me some shot, give me shot. Oh, 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 oh.
Get in that break. Get in that break. Get in that break.
I ain't done. I ain't done. Oh.